Hey everybody, thank you for attending my retirement ceremony virtually, wherever you are at in the world. I really appreciate it. It means the world to me. I hope you can hear everything, but thank you for being a part of my ceremony, even if it's from afar. I love you, appreciate you, and we'll talk to you. Call me later. See ya. Most useful program. Look at that.
I didn't even know.
Oh, there you are. That's not mine.
Aren't they so, yeah, right? Like, this is something hot, no matter where you are. That Shay made that house.
There it is.
Hey, FC1. FC1.
Got this one right here? Okay.
Is Mario coming?
He said he is.
I said I stuck his graphic, he said,
Okay, here. His intention is to be here.
Yeah, I was waiting for this to circle around so I could see it.
Look at that computer. Look at that computer.
Got that 5-inch disc ready to go.
We'll find them.
Good. Trying to make sure my in-laws can see it. Right? I know. It just like also hit me. Sometimes it's hard. Hello. Hi, guys. Yeah. I'm not even hot. I think it's just the stress, the energy. Yes.
Very Colorado.
Yeah. Like Colorado is showing. Look at that freshness.
We saw Elmini. President Obama. Oh, my bad. 8 bells, right? 8 bells? I tried to get him to wear the white.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ceremony will begin in 5 minutes. Please silence all cell phones and make your way to your seats. This ceremony will be an uncovered event with the exception of the participants. Please remain uncovered for the entirety of the ceremony, including the national anthem.
you do anything like this? It is Facebook. It's live. So, hello, everybody.
You need a fan? Or do you still have fans?
I like that, Chris. I'm gonna steal that. Oh, you can all that? That's a good touch. I like that.
4 feet.
Real nice.
This video going down. Mom and dad are on there.
Want me to just take it and move it? Okay.
They're in Florida. So it's hey, mom and dad, appreciate you guys for coming. I love you.
From the front.
That's what the baby had to offer.
I think want to walk on the red carpet.
When you try that thing out, it's like,
Yes, please rise for the arrival of the official party and remain standing for the parading of the colors and the national anthem, followed by the invocation. Military personnel in attendance, but not part of the official party or ceremony, should remain uncovered. Bosun, post the side boys.
Aye, aye, Chief. Side boys. Left, right, face.
Director of Intelligence, U.S. Naval Forces Europe and Africa, arriving. Master Chief Petty Officer, United States Navy, arriving. Chief Petty Officer, United States Navy, arriving. Color guard, parade the colors.
Freeze it. Arms.
Color guard, fire the colors. Bow your head. Heavenly Father, thank you for this day and this special occasion that brings us. We are grateful for the gifts you bestow upon us: family, loved ones, good friends, laughter, and our jobs. We thank you for the life, skill, and dedication of my friend Chris. We are deeply appreciative of the decades of sacrificial service he has offered on our behalf. He and his family have given themselves for it. I pray that the years to come bring them satisfaction and well-being. We ask for your blessing upon his wife and children who are here to support him today. We also extend our gratitude for the support and camaraderie Chris's shipmates they stood by him throughout the service. As Chris enters his next phase and is presented new and exciting challenges, grant him comfort as he leads what he knows and faces possibly his greatest challenge, slowing down for life. Give him peace and joy in the quiet moments. Grant him and his family strength and grace as they step together into this new endeavor. We ask all this in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen. Bosun, post the side boys.
Side boy. Left, right, face. Post.
Will the guests please be seated? Good morning, shipmates. My name is Chief Fuller, and I'm your Master of Ceremonies. I would like to extend a warm welcome to Captain Schimenti, Command Master Chief Marcucci, and a special welcome to Chief Elmini's family and friends and shipmates. Thank you all for being here to celebrate this special occasion marking his retirement. We are gathered this morning to celebrate Chief Elmini's outstanding and faithful service of 20 years. We are here to say thank you. Thank you to an inspiring mentor, a brother, and a true, genuine chief. Thank you for your many contributions, which have made our Navy stronger and a more capable force. Although this may be the end of one phase in his life, it is the beginning of another. Our gathering today also gives us the opportunity to wish him every success in the future as he looks forward to new challenges and rewards of a new chapter. We extend an especially warm welcome to Chief Elmini's wife Dana, daughters Harper and Annabelle, and son Dominic, who are here with us today. I know that you all, more than any of us, are aware of the sacrifices that your father has made in the service of our country. We also know that without your unwavering support, there is no way he could have possibly have accomplished so many amazing and noteworthy milestones during his phenomenal career. I speak for the entire command when I say how pleased we are to have you here today. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my esteemed pleasure to introduce the presiding officer for today's ceremony, Director of Intelligence, U.S. Naval Forces Europe and Africa, Captain Andrew Schmidt.
Thanks, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, friends, family, especially those dialing in for the live portion of this amazing conversation let off. Before I get into my chat GPT prepared remarks, I just wanted to say for those that got to see that slideshow presentation, that very often, or not very often, you get to see someone's like whole career kind of captured that way. But with the exception of two poser photos, there wasn't one that didn't have a smile. And nothing else that I say here, that's the mark that I know more than anything else in our short time together, Chris, is that the smile and enthusiasm just knows no bounds. So, good morning or almost afternoon, depending upon where night, depending upon where you are. For those that don't know me, I'm Andrew Schimenti. I've been here since January. I took over as the N2, so that grumpy guy in the basement, sprinting around with a couch. But I'll preface with years ago at my commissioning, we had some random admiral come down to Pensacola, knew who he was, no clue why he was there. But he did leave an indelible mark on me because when he said, and asked the schoolhouse folks there in Pensacola, what should we talk about? They said, about 5 minutes. So I'll try to keep so together we gathered to honor and celebrate the remarkable career and selfless dedication of Chris Elmini, who's retiring after 20 years of exemplary service. I try to play the long game, so since 2001, argued over the extra couple of years, but it's a significant milestone nonetheless, and a testament to unwavering commitment, resilience, and enduring of service when we think about where his journey began in 2000 and what has happened since then globally has impacted the service, our lives, our friends, our family, and it's that call to service that I'm going to try to highlight very briefly. So when his journey began, he raised his right hand and swore to support, defend, and stars. A photographer's mate, a photographer's a camera for the junior folks. For me, reporting to USS Boxer in San Diego. And then post 9/11, again, fueled by that desire to serve, deployed 3 times to Westpac in the Mideast. Upon completion of his time there, he briefly ended his military career for the first time, moved back to Denver, where he met Dana and welcomed Harper. Right? And then as things hit, he kind of noted it in his bio about the recession, but I still think it was that Al Pacino. We kind of pulled him back in. But it was time to get back to business. So reporting for A&C school for the Intel pipeline in December of 2008. Annabelle and Dominic came later because apparently Navy life wasn't that challenging enough. Let's add another layer to that. But throughout that time, embodied the core values of honor, courage, and commitment. No question there. Navigated the challenges of life with grace and determination. And again, spanning the globe from the FOB to the sea line, demonstrated that leadership and professionalism and an unwavering dedication to duty. The hallmarks of his career has also been exceptional leadership. ISs and really in the Navy, leading by example, inspiring others to achieve every task. And whether it was deployed twice with ISAF and Kabul or with the Black Aces, the 9-month deployments, all of us have kind of been through that. But at home, I always kind of caveated that the family served too, the pets served too, the grandparents, everyone else. That all kind of comes to coalition throughout this entire time period. And throughout that time, that unit was the beacon of strength that kind of kept him on course to do what he needed to do. Playing a pivotal role, DC, Okinawa, Bahrain, Sicily, that strategic vision was instrumental for him to be selected for what I also concur with the greatest rank in the Navy, which is Chief Petty Officer. They get to do clowns like me just don't get to do. Throughout his efforts, he enhanced the capabilities of his unit and contributed greatly to the overall mission of the U.S. Navy. In short order, in our little happy brood here, 100+ people, the entire command, the command structure, the mess, community service, other portions of the Naples area where you get to go off and observe, and then you get to tour the globe a little bit, you get to enhance that. And everywhere you went, Chris, you were the ambassador for everyone that you see out there. And it's reflective, again, just being taken away by the notions of just all the smiles that were there. Beyond the professional accolades, I've seen firsthand mentorship, being a guide for the junior folks, friends to countless, and that's reflective of everyone that we have here today. It was profound for me to him to listen and understand, and then for me to provide direct, honest counseling back that would not only shape our little happy brood here, but also others throughout the fleet and your time in service. He created a lasting sense of camaraderie and mutual respect. He's also been the pillar of support for his family, balancing demands of military service and responsibilities at home. Dana, Harper, Annabelle, and Dominic, myself, on behalf of the entire command group, extend our deepest gratitude to you. Your support and sacrifices have been instrumental to Daddy's success. You have shared in the challenges and triumphs of the strength and stability that have enabled him to serve with distinction. If it's not right at home, it's not right at work. Chris, as you transition to retirement, reflect on the countless hours, the late nights, the deployments, and the sacrifices. All that stuff pales in comparison to the camaraderie, again, the good times. There's always an inspection, there's always another thing, there's always a blue folder, there's the font is wrong or whatever. That's nitty-gritty stuff. It's the impact you made to the folks here that really is your howling achievement more than anything else. It has nothing to do with awards. It has nothing to do with anything else than you wear those anchors on your shoulder, on your collars, and you always will. Your legacy and dedication of service will continue long after you hang up that uniform. Hopefully, you get to still, I'm wearing my OCS white, so I thought this might be a dual retirement, the fact that they still fit. But again, thank you for the years of unwavering commitment and sacrifices and the mark that you left on the Navy. We wish you fair winds and following seas on all your future endeavors, and may your retirement be filled with joy and the company of those you hold dear. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a round of applause for Chief Petty Officer Elmini.
Thank you, sir. Chief Elmini will now receive a letter of appreciation from the President of the United States of America, Joseph Biden. Attention to award. Chief Christopher Elmini, I extend to you my personal thanks and the sincere appreciation of our grateful nation for your contribution of honorable service to our country. You have helped maintain the security of the nation during a critical time in its history with a devotion to duty and a spirit of sacrifice in keeping with the proud traditions of the military service. I trust that in the coming years you will maintain an active interest in the armed forces and the purpose for which you serve. Those who follow in your footsteps will draw inspiration from your commitment, dedication, and sacrifices made to ensure the protection of our American freedom. My best wishes to you for your happiness and success in the future. Joseph R. Biden, Commander-in-Chief, United States of America. Yes, you may be seated. At this time, Chief Petty Officer Williams will recite the Wife's Watch.
The Wife's Watch. While her sailor answered the call from sea, she stood on the shore, fighting down the fear that he would not return. In his absences, she has had to deal with car repairs, home maintenance, financial worries, children's injuries, and illnesses. All these and more she has taken stride so that her sailor could proudly serve our nation. Today, the sideboards are posted and the boatswain stands ready to fight. And as she, for so many years, 20 long years, a sailor's wife, stands waiting on the shore. Soon the pipe will sound, and her sailor will come ashore for the last time. And his watch stands relieved. So too does hers. We gratefully honor Dana, her courage and steadfastness, and offer her our best to both Dana and Chris Elmini for their new life they now begin.
At this time, I would like to invite Dana Elmini to the stage. At this time. Captain Schminty will now present a certificate of appreciation to Chief Elmini's wife, Dana. Certificate of appreciation from the United States Navy to all those who shall see presents. Greetings.
Greetings.
To Dana Elmini. By the authority vested in me, it is my pleasure to express the grateful appreciation of the United States Navy to you for enduring the frequent hardships and long separation from your spouse. Krista served his country these months, indeed years, that he spent away from all of you, constitute a clear, notable demonstration of his love for you and his children. You see, he left his family in order to ensure that you all would inherit a safer world and a surer peace. To those who say a single man cannot make a difference, I say wrong. Your husband did. He made our United States Navy stronger and kept our nation safe. With his service to the Navy now complete, he will be able to spend more time with you all in the future. The United States Navy thanks the Elmini family for enduring these separations. Given this 19th day of July, 2024, C.M. Carrion, Commander, United States Navy, Assistant Chief of Staff, U.S. Naval Forces Europe and Africa, and U.S. 6th Fleet. this time, I would like to invite Harper, Annabelle, and Dominic to the stage. Also receiving letters of appreciation are Chief Elmini's children. The Chief's Mess will now present Chief Elmini with his retirement gift. Chris, on behalf of your brothers and sisters, we would like to present you with this retirement gift as a token of our appreciation to you and your family for 20 years of honorable service to the Navy and our nation.
This is what he wanted, by the way.
Thank you, Chief Petty Officer. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you Chief Intelligence Specialist Chris Elmini.
Thank you all for coming today. I know, and two, you guys had to come. We made you. But no, we really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. My family really appreciates it. Thank you. You guys have meant a lot to me since I've been here. And let me read the thing so I don't get too sidetracked. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Thank you for being here today. When I was coming out of high school, there was a popular song that went something like this. If you know it, sing along. It's so hard to say goodbye
to yesterday.
Who doesn't know that song? All of you go. I don't know why, because I sung it so well. So I don't know why. No, that must mean it's time to go. If some of you don't know that song, so it's time for me to go. When I look around this room, I know it's going to be okay though, because we have so much talent in this room, and I feel like I can let go of my grip that I had on the Navy. Anyone that knows me knows I'm kind of a control freak. It's hard to let it go. Joined the Navy in August of 2001, time of relative peace in the world. So August of 2001. Everyone knows what happened a month later, right? While I was halfway through boot camp, an event would occur that would change our country forever. The vast majority of my career was spent during the aftermath of 9/11, whether it was arriving to my first ship, USS Boxer, CMC knows that ship as well, and performing 3 deployments during my first 4 years, or later spending 7 months in Kabul and missing some of the first year of my twins' first year of their life. We sacrificed. We all sacrificed in this room. We signed up for it, and we know that it's coming, but it's still hard. Because We know it's not all about the money. That's for one thing that we do know. Although the job security is nice, and that's why I came back. Now, as an American, I want to thank each and every person in this room for your sacrifice, because you're right here along with me. Right? We're deployed overseas doing our nation's business. So thank you for that. Looking back, those first years aboard Boxer were some of the most difficult of my life. I had just turned 18, was away from home for the first time, was living on the ship, even when it was in port, back when you had to do that. 9/11 just happened, right? The world was crazy. I had no family in San Diego. That's not a terrible place to be. Sure. And I hadn't met Dana yet. The most beautiful woman who would eventually become my wife. I might get choked up here, guys, but just bear with me. So I was actually a terrible sailor. I went to, on that note, I went to Captain's Mast while on Boxer and DRB twice. I had no direction or grounding until I made it. I separated from the Navy in 2005, like we discussed, thinking life on the outside would be so simple, right? We all have sailors be like, when I leave the Navy, it's going to be awesome. That's what I thought, right? I had like $2,000 saved up. Remember how fast that went? It was gone. But I'm grateful for those years because they were some of the most fun and carefree of my life. I had the privilege of meeting Dana on the first day I arrived back home from the Navy. Very first day. In fact, I met her even before I told my mom that I was back in town. That's a story for another day. We got married, and my oldest Harper came along. Harper, love you. And changed my life forever. My future became more important overnight. And I realized that I had no plan to take care of my growing family. When the job market tanked in 2008, I remember the one place that I knew that we would be taken care of. Right? It's always terrible. It looks good. So I came back to the Navy. But this time I was a changed man. I was a whole different human. I had something to actually be a good sailor for. So thank you guys for that. I'm not here to tell you to stay in the Navy for 20 years to earn your retirement. I'm really not, I promise. But I will say that life on the outside doesn't care about your hopes and dreams. Learn from my mistakes. I didn't have a plan or a direction. If I could tell you one thing today, it would be to find your direction and pursue it ruthlessly, because you cannot change your direction if you have no direction to begin with. That's my advice to everybody. Exiting the Navy the second time, I have nothing but love for this organization. It was there. It was there for me when I needed it most, and I've strived to be that for the sailors under my charge. I hope that has come through during my leadership, at least a little. So acknowledgements. I have to thank a lot of people. First off, thank you to the people that are here on stage with me. Captain Shimenti, thank you for your trust. Your door was always open to me, even when it wasn't. Even when you were a white-rayed octopus. That's an inside joke for the M2 family. I always felt like I could bend your ear, even if it was just perfect. Misty, thanks for your leadership and your mentorship. I always feel heard after talking to you, and that isn't an easy thing to do. So thank you. Will, I'll come back to you later. To my mentors, my very first LPO and chief aboard Boxer. I'm sorry for all the extra work I gave you. I was lost, and I took that out on you, and I'm sorry. If you watch this later, I'm sorry. Jack, Amanda, Dave, I'm sorry. Speaking of mentorship, I only asked 3 people to be my guest speaker today. First was Fleet Master Chief Gonzalez. He would have taken some of the pressure off me, right? That's what he does. He takes the pressure off of you as a speaker because he commands the room so well. But he's in DC or somewhere, so I don't know. He made an excuse to not be here. That's cool. Another was Master Chief Virginia Sanders, who I hope can watch this at some point. Same thing. Her ability to command the room is uncanny, and I love that about her. I appreciate that about her. She's allegedly on workups or something, underway or something, so she couldn't be here as well. So, excuses. The last person I asked is in this room today, but due to circumstances, couldn't do it either. I just want to say I love you and I see you. You wear your heart on your sleeve and would do anything for your sailors, and it's easy to see. I love you, Vic. I was going to call you out. Last chance. One, last chance. Okay.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
I got it. Yeah, like I said, I wanted to have future McPon JJ Gonzalez here. That's not an announcement or anything. In my opinion, he should be. But we'll have to settle for future McPon Nathan Banks. So I appreciate that. Glad you can take time in your busy schedule to be here today. Listening to you address the N2 yesterday about Petty Officer Robin Collins was amazing, and I took a lot away from that. So thank you. To my N2 sailors, I love y'all. You make me want to come to work every day, and you make me not want to come to work every day. You are who I'm going to miss the most when this is all over. You guys keep me on my toes every day because I don't know what's coming next. It honestly has been the biggest honor of my career to be SEL for the short time that I was allowed to do it. So I appreciate you guys for letting me do that. To my N2 mess. Spread out. We're spread. Leading the greatest directorate of all time takes a lot out of us. When Virginia left us, again, she's too busy to be here today. No, when Virginia left us, we were worried. We were really worried. But then I took over for her, and we were even way more worried. You've impacted my life in the best way. Where's my place? And I hope I've taken a small load from your shoulders at least once or twice. So thank you, and I love you. Will, my man, I wouldn't have made it without you. You were here for most of my time. You were here with me too. I remember trying to be the best sponsor for you because subconsciously I thought if I'm not a good sponsor, you might not execute your orders. I needed the help. That might be weird, but that's me. So you and Gabby and your kiddos have been a blessing in our lives. Knowing that you were grinding as hard as me is what helped me through. We made some mistakes along the way, and if mistakes are what help you grow, I don't know how we're not 10 feet tall yet. I really don't. So I love you, man. It's my big mess. What do we Chiefs call each other when we address each other? Brother, sister. That's right. Good job. Everyone's correct. No, brother and sister. Why don't we call each other buddy and friend, though? Because we're not always like that. It's not always like that. There's a reason we're not buddies and friends. We fight each other every day. We push each other. When someone's not cutting it as a leader, we speak up, and it doesn't always feel great. We do it with love, though, and that's why we're brothers and sisters. That's why. I don't even like some of y'all. But I do love each and every one of you, and I hope that shows through a little bit. Lastly, to my family, none of this would be possible without you. Harper, thank you for allowing me to become the man I am today. I would not have done that without you being born. country and around the world every few years with us, doing it with a good attitude and just up for the next adventure. We're about to go on to the biggest adventure. I know that was hard on you. So thank you. I love you. Annabelle. Keep things interesting in the house. Your heart is as big as this room, and you show it on a daily basis. Thank you for allowing me to be your dad. The woman you are growing into is amazing and loving, better than I could have ever dreamed of. Thank you. Lastly, my son. My son. We didn't find out the sex on any of our kids, and my son was the last one to be born. And the doctor, yeah, he screamed penis really loud. I didn't think I could get that word in my retirement ceremony. He was the first one to see you, right? So you're my little man. I'm harder on you than the girls, and I know it. Your ability to adapt to changing environments is epic. You shine when you're laughing, which is awesome. Thankfully. And you keep our house laughing and loving. Lastly, Dana, my rock. I firmly believe that you saved my life. I needed you. Didn't even know that. I was lost before I met you. I knew that, and you still chose me. You knew that, and you still chose me. I somehow convinced you that we should go back to the Navy. When you finally agreed, we never looked back. We've been doing it ever since, right? It was so fun discussing our favorite memories from each of our duty stations last night. Taco bus, ropa vieja, gas station burritos, Peruvian chicken, pho everywhere, jumbo burritos, Napoli pizza. Not beer vino. Yeah. It's been amazing eating around the world with you, and I never want to stop. Words can't express what you mean to me, and I know that most everyone in this room is sadder to see you go than me. I'm okay with that. I love you. I can't wait for our next epic adventure. So, in conclusion, thank you all for being here today, for your support throughout my career. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve with you. So thank you. Let me get a selfie with everyone. Hold on. All right, everybody get in the shot. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Love y'all.
All right, thank you, Chris. That was fantastic. The national ensign will now be presented to Chief Elmini through a time-honored tradition, the passing of the flag. The flag presented today was present at the 80th anniversary of D-Day in Normandy, France. Sand from Omaha Beach was rubbed on this flag, forever connecting it with the blood spilled by Americans, protecting our way of life. Flag detail. Post.
Flag detail. Attention. Mark time. March. Forward. March. Flag detail. Halt.
I am the flag of the United States of America. My name is Old Glory. I fly atop the world's tallest buildings. I stand watch in America's halls of justice. I fly majestically over great institutions of learning. I stand guard with the greatest military power in the world. Look up and see me. I stand for peace, honor, truth, and justice. I stand for freedom. I am confident. I am arrogant. I am proud. When I am flown with my fellow banners, my head is held a little higher, my colors a little truer. I bow to no one. I am recognized all over the world. I am worshipped. I am saluted. I am respected. I am revered. I am loved. I am feared. For more than 200 years, I have fought in every battle of every war. Gettysburg, Shiloh, Appomattox, San Juan Hill, the trenches of France, the Argonne Forest, Anzio, Rome, the beaches of Normandy, the jungles of Guam, Okinawa, Tarawa, Korea, Vietnam, in the heat of the Persian Gulf, Iraq, and Afghanistan, and a score of other places long forgotten by all. But those who were there with me, I was there. I led my sailors and my Marines. I followed them. I watch over them. They loved me. I was on a small hill on Iwo Jima. I was dirty, battle-torn, and tired, but my sailors and Marines cheered me. I was proud. I have been soiled, burned, torn, and trampled on the streets of countries that I have helped to set free. It does not hurt me, for I am invincible. I have been soiled, burned, torn, and trampled on the streets of my own country. And when it is done by those whom I have served with in battle, it hurts. But I shall overcome, for I am strong. I have slipped the surly bounds of earth, and from my vantage point on the moon, I stand watch over the new frontiers of space. I have been the silent witness to all of America's finest hours. But my finest hour comes when I am torn into strips, to be used as bandages for my wounded comrades on the field of battle. When I fly half-mast to honor my sailors and Marines. And when I lie in the trembling arms of a grieving mother at the graveside of her fallen son or daughter, I am proud. My name is Old Glory. Long may I wave, dear God. Long may I wave.
Detail, right face. Hand salute. Ready to left face. Forward march.
All chiefs, past and present, please rise and cover for the reading of the CPO Retirement Creed by Chief Petty Officer Retired Patrick Jackson.
Chris, you have on this day experienced that which comes to all of us who serve on active duty in our Navy. I say our Navy because your departure from active duty in no way terminates your relationship. By law and tradition, your Navy retirees are always on the rolls, ever ready to lend their service when the need arises. The respect that you earned as the chief was based on the same attributes that you will now carry into retirement. You should have no regrets Do not view your retirement as an end of an era, but rather as orders to a new and challenging assignment to form of independent duty. Remember well that you have been and will always be an accepted member of the most exclusive of all fraternities, that U.S. Navy Chief Petty Officer. Active duty chiefs salute you. Your retired chiefs welcome you. I wish you the traditional fair winds and following seas. Navy Chief!
Navy Pride! Thank you, Patrick. Chiefs, please uncover and be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, as we honor our shipmate by recognizing his sacrifice to duty and in preparation to go ashore, the reading of the watch will symbolize the end of his naval career. Senior Chief Ramsey will now recite the watch.
For 20 years, Chief Elmini stood the watch. While some of us were in our bunks at night, this sailor stood the watch. While some of us were in school, learning our trade, this shipmate stood the watch. And yes, before some of you were even born into this world, this mentor stood the watch. In those years when the storm clouds of war were seen brewing on the horizon of history, this leader stood the watch. Many times, he would cast an eye ashore and see his family standing there, needing his guidance and help, needing that hand to hold in those hard times. But still, he stood the watch. He stood the watch for 20 years. He stood the watch so we, our families, and our fellow countrymen could sleep soundly and safely each and every night, knowing that a United States Navy sailor stood the watch. Well, today, we're here to say, Chris, the watch stands relieved. Relieved by those you have trained, guided, and led. Shipmate, you stand relieved. We have the watch.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remain standing for the benediction, reading of the retirement certificate, and for the traditional piping ashore. Chief Hughes will now deliver the benediction.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for our daily care, our daily provision. We ask your blessing over those of us here today. Before we go our separate ways, Chris, Dana, their families, their friends, and colleagues look with pride in Chris's 20 years of service to his country and our nation. 20 years that he has served faithfully. As we congratulate and thank Chris, we look to you, Heavenly Father. Let his service inspire us to likewise give ourselves to this country and mission that you have bestowed upon us. This retirement brings with it exciting challenges requiring him to be flexible in the midst of the unknown. Lord, let him trust in you. May you give him patience. Challenges that demand creativity. Lord, give him vision. Challenges that require him to live faithfully through change. Lord, give him integrity. We ask your blessing upon this family as they start anew. Be with them in their move in the storm of life. Be their rock, firm foundation. You are faithful. You only and always do what is right. We entrust this family to you and your blessing. In your holy name, I pray. Amen.
Thank you, Chief. Captain Chimenti will now present Chief Elmini with his Fleet Reserve Order. Fleet Reserve of the United States Navy. This is to certify that Chief Intelligence Specialist, IWAW, Christopher Elmini, was transferred from active duty service to the Fleet Reserve of the United States Navy on the first day of January 2025. After 20 years of service, the certificate is awarded as a testimony for faithful and honorable service. Signed, C.M. Carrion, Commander, United States Navy, Assistant Chief of Staff, U.S. Naval Forces Europe and Africa, and U.S. 6th Fleet. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as we prepare to send our shipmate, our brother, ashore for the last time. Bosun, stand by the pipe aside, boys, is an order that has been passed on naval ships from the 1500s through today. Spanish, French, English, Dutch, yes, all navies of the world use the bosun, side boys, and call to bring aboard or send ashore all ship's company officers, visiting officers, dignitaries, and VIPs. The side boys would haul on the ropes and raise or lower the boarding platform so officers would not have to climb the rat lines when going ashore or to get aboard. The honor was extended to visiting officers, dignitaries, and port officials. It was not uncommon for the commanding officer of a ship to order up the jolly boat, a crew of 8 strongbacks, side boys, and a bosun to send an old shipmate to her shore, retirement, home, never to sail on naval ships again. All hands on deck was passed. Speeches were made about great victories, battles fought upon the open sea, raging storms weathered, and voyages to distant and strange lands with ports of call others only dreamt about. This afternoon, we are here to honor the order and send a shipmate ashore. Bosuns, stand by to pipe the side. Shipmate going ashore.
Aye, aye, Chief. Sideways, left, right, face.
Chief Elmini will now ceremoniously request permission to go ashore for the last time.
Request permission to go ashore. Mission Grand, go ashore.
Shipmate going ashore. Chief Intelligence Specialist, Information Warfare, Aviation Warfare, Christopher Elmini, retired, departing. All CPOs, past and present, please proceed to man the rail for one last farewell to our brother, Chief Elmini.
Forward?
You can't tell in the forward second.
Scoot up.
Yeah.
Scoot up.
Why y'all trying to kill Angie? Stop trying to kill Angie.
Give Angie a reason.
Yeah. Fill it in so y'all kill her.
Come on.
More space.
Lean from the front. Look at that business.
I am. I'm kidding.
Sound 2 bells. Chief Petty Officer Elmini and Navy family, retired, departing.
Good job.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the retirement ceremony. On behalf of Chief
You can drop
Elmini
it.
and his family, thank you for participating.
I'll focus on the camera.
Well, Sadie, thank you for coming. I hope you got to hear all the words that were spoken, and thank you for everything that you've done for me in my career. So thank you. Love y'all.
All right.
Thanks, guys.